So everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to dive into one of the Excel's most powerful feature, data validation and drop-down list. Whether you're working on a form, survey, or just wanted to make your data entry accurate and error-free, mastering this feature will improve your workflow. So let's jump in it. What we will discuss today, brief introduction to data validation. It helps to stick the types of data entered into the cell. Second one is the drop-down list. Make data entry easier by providing predefined option. So let's jump on the first topic, which is a basic drop-down. So first let's create a basic drop-down list using a sample list of product categories which are mentioned here. We will use data validation to ensure only the listed option can be selected. So how this can be done? So first of all, we just copy these values and go to the data tab. In here we will see the data validation column. Different Excel versions contains in different formats, so you can just select accordingly. You basically need to select data validation as per your Excel, so you will select it. Here I am selecting column C5 to make a drop down list. So in the settings I will share a list, right? And after the source I can enter my products like fruit, vegetables, beverages. Again, fruit is already there, so no need to select. Then fast food, right? And just simply select OK. So here you can see it will provide us one basic drop down which contains all of this list, right? So the source will can be either be a direct list of values or range from the worksheet, or you can type it manually the way I did. So this is the basic static drop down. That's the perfect for the smaller fixed list, right? So if this has been done, we will go to the next, which is a dynamic drop down. Let's make the things more dynamic. What if you want the drop down list to update automatically when you add new categories or products? Let's choose name range. So what is name ranges? I have already explained in my previous video. You can go and check it out. I will provide the link in I button. Just go through it. But again, I will explain for you, for the new people who are watching this video first time. So how do we create name ranges? First of all, we will select all the category, and here we will mention category list. Make sure don't use space in between because it will not accept the spaces. Just in single word we can mention like this, or whatever name you want to give it to it, and press enter. So we will have now category list name ranges. How we will put into data validation? We will go here in our data validation tab, data validation. So F3 is my cell where I want to create a drop down. In this I will select the list, and again I will enter. Like in previous basic drop down part, we enter each product manually. Here we can just simply give source as the name ranges we created, category list, right? And we will press enter. So you can see here it automatically given us the ready-made drop down as per the name ranges. So what if you add fewer more categories? So it will update automatically. Like I add one more category, that's it, dairy. So I need to edit my name ranges. What I will do, I will go here, name manager. From A5 to A6 I will expand it and press OK. I will close. Like it expanded already. As simple. I will go again and check it out. Yes, dairy is visible. So this is how you can update this category list at one place and use these name ranges and data drop down in various sheets across your workflow. So this is how we can create a dynamic drop down using name ranges. Let's go to the next part of the video. So now we have to learn what is independent drop down. So let's take an example that I have the data of categories where the main category are fruit, vegetable, beverages and dairy. These are our product category, right? And each product category have some values. You can refer the products. That fruit contains apple, mango, banana, similarly vegetables, beverages and dairy. So we want to create a dependent drop down. So how we can do that? First of all, we need to make a name ranges for easy approach. So as one by one we can create, like for this one we can simply write fruits, right? And the second one we can make it as vegetables, then beverages, and last one is the dairy. Correct. So we have 4 name ranges basis on what kind of products they are. So how we can just create a simple table. And then category, the last product. So just give it a good look. So in category from 1 to 5 we can just simply select and go to the data validation. In the data validation we can select the list, and in the source we can just mention this one. I am referring these one because I have created range name as per this, but in case you are make any other name range, then you have to define that as well here. So here I created fruits, vegetables, beverages and dairy as a name ranges. So I am selecting these tables and pressing OK. This allows us to select only these 4 categories across all the cells, right? So now I want that in case I select fruits, so the next drop down comes here only shows me these values, not these. So how we can do that? We can just simply select these one, go to the data validation. Here we need to select list, but since you know that it is a not the fixed value, it is a dynamic value because it will change on the basis of the category selection. So we will enter one formula here. It is indirect bracket. We will do the selection on the basis of this one, right? Bracket close, but here just make sure to remove $sign from here, right? So as you can see now, it will gives us only fruits. Similarly, if I select vegetables, it will gives us the vegetables. If I select beverages, it will gives us beverages. Similarly for the dairy products. So this is the right way to make an independent drop down list, because certain times you have to make a list where one value is dependent on the other, or you want to categorize only the specific value in the particular selection, so you can use this technique and make your data more easier. So let's move to the next point, which is our very much important, that the validation rules. So validation rules. Let's enhance the experience by adding some custom validation rules here in the data itself. For example, you can stick the entry of the data in the quantity column like this. I can make quantity, right? So we can restrict the value between 1 to 100. So how we will do that? Just go to the data validation. For let's first select all these row. We will apply in just one go. Data validation, right? So in this one we can select whole number between 1 to 100, or let's say 10 to 100, right? And in case if person write or enter below 10 or more than 100, so it gives us error, right? So error title will be error message should be please input between 10 to 100. Okay, now just take an example. If I just write 10, it's perfectly fine, no error at all. Even I write 100, no error at all, or any value between 10 to 100, it will not gives us any error. But in case I write something which is not as per our defined criteria, so it will gives us error with the custom message that please input between 10 to 100. And it's not like that we will press enter and it will be let it there. No, it will not be. Again and again it will gives us error until we don't input the range between our defined criteria. So this is how you can apply validation rule, and similarly you can just customize error messages as per your need. But in case if you want anyone to tell them before they enter anything, so in that case also we need to select data validation. But in input message we can just hover menu, we can give an hover menu over here only is particular cell that enter between 10 to 100, right? So in advance, whenever a person will select this particular cell, it gives us a message that you need to enter value between 10 to 100, so they can enter easily. But still after this message, if they try to enter any other value, so it will keep on giving error. In case we cancel it, it will show us the previous entered value. So that's all for today's video. You have learned how to create basic and dynamic drop-down list, dependent list, and how to use data validation to make your Excel work more user-friendly. If you found this helpful, drop the comment below and let me know what other Excel feature you want to master. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more Excel tips and tricks and other programming languages. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next video. Until then, bye bye, take care.